things. So I'm thanking you for your attention, and I'm giving the stage back to Claudia. Okay, thank you, Dominique. Thank you very much. In the next part of our presentation, we will talk about how is it practically possible to earn so much money with this opportunity. And I have two amazing people here with us, Mariola and Christian Heider, who were previously employed as well. And right now they are the second most successful business partners in Germany. And they were able to build up a solid 5-digit monthly income with us. They immigrated, they recently moved to Dubai, and they will tell us a couple of words about how to use this possibility, and they are using this possibility and traveling the world. So let's welcome them here, Mariola and Christian Heider. Thank you very much, Claudia. Hello, everyone. From Barcelona, from Spain. In our part, we will talk about earning possibilities, and I'd like to introduce myself first. When I was 18 years old, I moved to Germany from Poland, and I didn't even speak German very well, but I had big dreams, and I was working very, very hard. I had 4 jobs, and my income still was only just okay. And when you are stuck in this rat race of life, you don't even notice it until I started getting health problems as well. And I was employed, and everything continued as it was. And I thought for myself, is this everything for you? Is this it? And a friend of mine told me about this opportunity, and I started having these typical stereotypes about it, of course, as well. And thank God my husband was open to this possibility, and he encouraged me to go to an event that took place close to us. And the only question I asked myself is, what if this is possible? What if if it is possible, how would your life change? How would my life change? And after 2 years with this business, I was able to leave the rat race and leave my employment, leave my job, and not having to wake up to the alarm clock anymore. And I didn't have to beg my boss for vacation anymore. And I didn't have to be stuck in a traffic jam anymore. Only freedom, and that's how it felt. Pure freedom. This is how I felt. And I have to tell you, this is the best entrepreneurial and business decision I've made in my life. And of course, we enjoy it very much. We also enjoy our 5-digit monthly income because here it really doesn't matter what language you speak and where you're coming from. Everyone has the same chances, the same opportunities here. And the question is really not if you can, the question is if you really want, if you wanted. And now I give the word to Christian. Yes, I also come from being employed. I have been employed previously, and I was pretty successful, but I had several challenges in my life. First of all, I was stuck in this rat race of working a lot, and my income was capped. It was clear that with time, I had to take over more responsibilities to be able to earn a little bit more. but it was nowhere near the amount that I really wanted to earn. And it became clear to me that I need to change something radically. I need to make a big decision. And now looking back, I see that this was one of the best decisions we've made. I only had 30 days vacation per year. I had to beg for my vacation days. And I was also not free to decide when I take my vacation. I was always pushed into this gap when someone else was not working or could work for me. And the life we live now is very different. We can work from anywhere. We love to travel. We enjoy our passive income. We enjoy our financial freedoms and opportunities. You see us on the Bali, in Bali with our son in the lower picture. In the center, you see us in Spain. So the question is, how did this all become possible? And I invite you to take a close look at this because our presentation is built upon this. It's built upon presenting passive income to you. So passive income is the high class here, and it really is the most secure currency of the future. But I would like to explain shortly what the difference is between active and passive income. Active income is the reimbursement of money for the activity of a person who in return spends a certain amount of time or personal effort. Classically, this is income as an employee. So this was a classic case. This was my case. My responsibilities grew from year to year. They grew every year, but my income was capped without any opportunity, without any possibility to increase it. My income was very limited. So the opposite of that is passive income. Passive income is the counterpart or the opposite to active income. In order to generate income passively, no direct consideration has to be paid within a time-defined framework. Popular examples of passive income are rental income, gains from stocks and other securities, online advertising, and so on. So you don't need to actively work anymore. You can be on vacation, and it doesn't matter if you are on vacation or if you are spending time with your loved ones, you are still receiving your income. So the question is, why can we earn so much money? And the answer is because we have a shortened distribution channel, and our distribution channel or path is better and different than anywhere else. For example, you can see that there is a manufacturer. It goes to a wholesaler, and then you need to advertise it, and then you go to a retailer, and then it goes to the end user. So a lot of football stars are paid. Huge advertisement money is paid for ads, and only then can the product reach the end customer. And everything is different with us. On the one hand, we have a manufacturer. We have you as a business partner. And we have the end user. Because so we are saving on the most important part, on the most important block of the this path, the advertisement and the retailers. So this is one thing, and then there's another thing, which is even better. And namely, that's the multiplication of your working time. And that's really, that was my question. That's what I have been wondering. How can I multiply myself? How can I, separate myself into several people who work at the same time? And this is what you can do here. So you will work a certain amount of time and you will receive passive income for many, many more hours. So we will give you an example of a Coca-Cola, for example. So even though Coca-Cola doesn't really fit into our health concept, health-oriented concept, just imagine how many people drink Coca-Cola every day, every second. So imagine if you could participate in Coca-Cola, in every Coca-Cola sale of every can with 1 cent. 1 cent of it went to you. Just imagine how this would impact you and your family in all the future generations. Just imagine you are here in the middle and you start just like us 7.5 years ago. And then you can invest, at this point you can invest maybe between 5 and 9 hours per week. You start speaking with people who think alike, people who want to change something, people who are like-minded to you. And all these people have a different amount of time that they can invest as well into this business. And each of them invests, one of them invests 5 hours, one of them 8, and they keep talking to other people as well. They keep bringing in new partners. And you participate in their work, so their working time is turned into your working time as well. And just imagine in a traditional model, when you have more employees, your costs rise, your costs grow because you have to maintain the office and the different premises. But here it's the opposite. Here, if you grow your network, you have no costs at all. And another way in which we are better and different than others is that we have 2 possibilities and 2 ways for you to earn money and to generate income streams. So first of all, you can earn by building team partners. And you can participate in this business. So you can also participate in what they do. So you can get a share of what they do. Just imagine your potential in only German-speaking countries is unbelievable. And think bigger, think about the whole world. The infrastructure is much bigger, so it encompasses the whole world. So you really would be able to build a system and a network that embraces the whole world. And otherwise, we have a very smart, very intelligent compensation plan. It really is the best in the industry. This plan consists of steps and levels. And we know it because we know that we were not always fairly paid, because we know that in our previous careers, we know that people were not always fairly paid, and those who did more, they were not always paid accordingly, and they were paid much less than someone else who did much less. And here, this compensation plan is the best because it's oriented directly on your on how much you do and on how much you achieve. You are rewarded accordingly to your achievement. At the supervisor level, you can be earning between 300 and 500 euros per month. And as we mentioned, 99% of people, 99% of people are doing this part-time or are working with this business part-time. But just imagine how many people you know for whom 500 euros per month in addition would be such a blessing. The next step is assistant manager, and then the main step for you to reach is manager. We reached this level in 4 months, and we had an additional income of 2,000 euros per month in addition to our main income. So it really is up to you. It's in your hands to use this opportunity. Everything is open. This is the second compensation plan, and it is the best in the industry, because here you can determine your yearly income yourself. Here you don't have any caps, you don't have any limitations here. Once you reach the level, the manager level, that's where you really press gas. This is where you really can start off and you can also reach millions per year. And it continues, because the question is, how much Christmas bonus do you get? How much is the bonus in your company? How much is the bonus that you receive in your company every winter or every Christmas? As you can see here, very often, how many times have you heard that the business didn't go so well, and you will not be getting any Christmas bonus? And how many times were these bonuses not paid out? And here you have the opportunity to get your 13th month's income, to determine it yourself. And you can earn it. You can earn it yourself. You can earn your 13th month's income bonus every year. And maybe right now you think, okay, this is simply unbeatable. But here comes something else, because with us everything is different and better than anywhere else. Because here everything is possible suddenly. Everything becomes possible. You can also earn your dream car. You can earn up to 9,600 euros per year for the purchase of the car of your choice. You can also use this money for not for a car, but for something else, of course. We used it for a trailer, for example, to be able to be on the road and to travel across European countries together. You can also get an opportunity to travel the world and receive 2 exciting destinations per year, stay in the best luxury hotels, and some good pocket money. And we traveled so much. We've been to Abu Dhabi, and we've been to America, and we've been to Thailand, and we are soon going to Mexico, and we really use this opportunity to travel. But of course the question is, what is the use of all this financial freedom if you cannot really enjoy it? And our concept, our whole strategy here is that you are able to build this supplemental income with great products. So first of all, we are the most innovative company in the largest growth market. We are the world's largest grower of the purest aloe vera, and we are also the world's largest beekeeper. Our products are approved in over 160 countries around the world. So that means that if you want to start your business in a different country, you don't need to worry about how to formalize it, how to organize it. Everything is already allowed. So for your fitness, for your health, for your well-being, today is the day to start, and you'll be amazed at what you are truly capable of. And I know that the question you're asking yourself right now is, will it work for me? Because very often we've asked ourselves that, and I want to tell you, it will work for you. You will get everything you need handed to you. You will have all the resources, and here on this picture you see some colleagues. You see it doesn't matter where they are coming from, it doesn't matter what age you are or where you worked before. And we invited 2 success stories to us today. We would like to invite Celinda to share her experience with us.
Schön, dass du da bist. Ja, ich stelle mich kurz vor.
Yes, hello for the invitation. Thank you very, very much. I'm happy to be here. I am 49 years old, and I've been self-employed for a very long time as a business coach, as a nutrition advisor, and I had really big dreams, and I dreamed very big, but I also noticed that when I was self-employed, obviously when I was my own boss, I quickly noticed that I am completely dependent. I'm completely dependent on my own work and on my own working hours. So being able to go on vacation, for example, or not working, or taking a sick leave, taking a couple of days off, that of course cost me money, because as soon as I stopped working, my income stopped as well. So this was my plan A, and I was very disappointed, and I was very upset to understand that, and a bit sad, because I could not afford being sick, for example, or taking some time off at the hospital. And I understood that this cannot continue like this. It cannot go on like this. So I've looked into this. I've been looking into this before, and since 2018, about 4 years ago, almost exactly, I decided to try. And as soon as I heard about this opportunity, I became excited about it right away, because I saw that here I can in fact duplicate my time. I can multiply my working time thanks to the system of building this business network. And I decided to start this journey, to start this adventure. And not only did it work for me, but within a very short time, I was able to build up a 4-digit income within a couple of months. That, of course, also stabilized itself within the next months and later with time. But also just being able to demonstrate this vision to other people and having them support me, supporting them, being able to support other people and introduce them to this business. Of course, also reaching not only a 4, but a 5-digit income per month meant so much to me. And I was able as well to have an experience in Abu Dhabi, and I also qualified for this car program, car subsidy, and that was one of my dreams that became true. So it's not only just a possibility for me to enjoy, to live this freedom that I always aspired for, like, for example, yesterday when my family was there, being able to take the time to take the time for my nephew, for example, for my small nephew, when he was spontaneously visiting me, being able to take this time. I want to support others on this path and inspire you and support you and encourage you to continue on this path. And I wish that you make a great decision. And to continue with this wonderful partner, wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Celine. Thank you so much. We will now continue to Sabine and Marcus. Let's see if we can hear you. Yes. Yes, okay. Good evening, everyone. Also from us. We are Sabine and Marcus Baumel. We discovered Forever about 8 years ago, and our life really changed very positively, because our life looked very, very different before that. We found our colleagues by coincidence, by accident. I was self-employed as well. I had my own little beauty salon with several employees, and we actually we really confused entrepreneurship with self-employment. We confused it really. It was a very big confusion that we had, because, as I said, yes, it's just it was really different from what we imagined. And so at some point when you are in your mid-40s, you discover that, you realize that, and then you think, well, is this it for me? And yes,
die Hand zu nehmen, um unser Geschäft zu erweitern und am Ende dann doch weniger Zeit zu haben. Und als wir das Geschäft von Forever Living kennengelernt haben, haben wir uns Gott sei Dank anders entschieden, haben uns gegen eine hohe Investition entschieden.
So we were actually ready back then to go all in. We were ready to invest so much money, hundreds of thousands of euros, to build another branch for Sabine, to build up other offices. But then, after learning about Forever Living products, we decided to not take that route and to try this different path without this high investment. And it turned out to exceed our expectations, to exceed our hopes. So now we are living this reality, and when we hear I don't have time, we have full understanding for that. But however, this is a matter of a personal decision. So this really is a matter of you making the time of taking this decision and committing to it. And it's about really, breaking out of your habits, changing your habits, trying something new, trusting into something new. And this is what we did. We started participating in events and trips, and we started sharing about this opportunity with other people. And from every trip, from every encounter, new opportunities emerged. And yes, this was our experience. And now, many years later, our life looks exactly the way we always imagined it or wanted to imagine it. We closed our business in Sabine's office. We no longer have 14 members of staff. We moved to Dubai, and we travel a lot, and we have a lot of time to spend together, and we spend enjoy ourselves. And our business is scalable, so we can grow it as much as we like. We don't see any limits for that. That's why we love Forever. That's why we love this opportunity. And so our advice to everyone who is self-employed right now: be courageous, be bold, and trust yourself. Trust the opportunity, trust the chance, and no matter what your motivation is, to discover the world, to secure your retirement and pension, to have supplemental income, it doesn't matter, just go for it. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for your fantastic experiences, and have a great trip. Yeah, so also from us, from our side, this was, as we said, the best entrepreneurial decision that we've ever made, and I am passing the word back to our moderator, to Claudia. Okay, thank you very much. So now we are coming to the last part of our today's presentation, to our today's event. And our last part is called, why is right now the right moment? Why is now the right time to start to try this opportunity, to try this possibility? And we are now giving the stage to Phil Ritter, who is my partner. He's been with Forever since 2002. He grew up with Forever, and he is the youngest diamond manager worldwide. He's number one in Switzerland. He grew up with Forever in the last 20 years. He's worldwide in the top 5 at Forever. So now, huge applause for Phil Ritter. Yes, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's so nice to see you. Good evening, everyone. We are so happy to see you here, to feel your energy soaking in all of this important information. As Claudia mentioned, I've been with this company for over 20 years, and I can only sign everything that's been said and emphasize it and support it, of course, because, of course, as you know, the tendencies in our today's world are digitalization, everything going online, everything going digital, and just that's on the one hand. In the last 2 to 3 years, I can see clearly how our business has been growing. And I myself come from sports. I come from professional sports. I used to be a professional football player, and I traveled a lot, and I gave it my everything, and I never really had a plan B. I trusted my plan A so much, and I trusted my passion so much, and I have been training. I trusted my pension so much, and I've been training with the Bundesliga to be able to play professionally until I started having health problems, and I was forced to open myself to other opportunities and other possibilities. And I really felt like the carpet was pulled from under my feet, and I started looking, and I don't know if you had this feeling when you just don't know what to do next, and you don't know what's next for you. You don't know how you can continue and what you should do. And I had a person close to me who knew me very well back then, and he said, I might have something for you. And that's when I've listened to this presentation for the first time, and I have to tell you, I've listened to it and I soaked this information in like a sponge, and I didn't really know what to make of it. I was hoping that it works. I didn't, believing it. It's something different. So on the one hand, I've already heard so many stories about it, and I thought, okay, what would change in my life if I only said yes? If I said yes, and if I decided to make the first step, what would change in my life? And I decided that doing it halfway would also not work. If you stay on only one part of the skis, you cannot know how you will not be able to ski. So I decided to go all in for a limited amount of time. And when I was 18, my first income was 2,000 euros. And of course, as I was 18, that was a lot for me. It seemed like a lot to me. And what motivates me daily is giving hope to so many people, because we know exactly how this concept works. And I know so many people are out there who are looking for this opportunity, and we are inviting you to guide you, to take you by the hand, and to guide you to success, to guide you to the change. And this is what I've been able to build in the last 20 years. I received the opportunity to work everywhere in the world, from anywhere. And I just want to give you an insight into what's possible. And for us, the most important thing is to support you, to support your dreams on your way to success. So the question is, what is the catch? What is the catch here? And
drei bis 6 Monate zu gehen. Und in diesen 3 bis 6 Monaten habe ich einfach gemerkt, dass es so toll ist, was für Menschen und mit Menschen aufzubauen.
What I decided to do is I decided to observe, to look at the people. I decided to give it 3 months, and to allow other people who I was observing to lead me and to guide me. I decided to allow them to show me and to invite me into their world and to show me what's possible. And so from that, something really huge was created and grew, something that I never imagined. And this is really something that you can decide for yourself as well, to start your journey on this new path. So your start with Forever, how does it work? You will have no purchase obligation when you start. It's a risk-free entry. You would fill out the FBO form. It of course makes sense to try the trial package, the starter package. It's created with the purest aloe vera extract, and it's the absolute leader on the market. It's I can really recommend it to you, really highly. These products are of highest class, of highest quality, and our Forever train is definitely going. And I also advise you to fight your fear, to ignore your fear, and to conquer your fear. Because I think all of us have a lot of fear of being great, becoming great, of how great we can become. I would like to show you a short video of Will Smith about this.
You know, you take a drink with your friends, and somebody says, yeah, we should go skydiving tomorrow. And you go, yeah, we'll go skydiving tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. And you go, yeah. And everybody goes, yeah. So then that night you're laying in your bed and you just keep, and you're terrified. You keep imagining over and over again jumping out of an airplane. You can't figure out why you would do that, right? So you wake up the next day and you go, you know, down and you say where you were going to meet and everybody's there. You're like, oh, shit. So you get in the van and you don't know that your friends had the same night that you had because they're pretending like they did, and your stomach is terrible. You can't eat and everything, but you don't want to be the only punk who doesn't jump out of this airplane. So you fly and you go up, you go up, you go up, you go up to 14,000 feet, and somebody opens the door, and in that moment you realize you've never been in a freaking airplane with the door open, and you're looking out down to death. And they say, on 3, and they say, 1, 2, and he pushes you on 2 because people grab on 3, and you go, and you fall out of the airplane, and in 1 second, you realize that it's the most blissful experience of your life. There's zero fear. You realize that the point of maximum danger is the point of minimum fear. It's bliss. The lesson for me was, why were you scared in your bed the night before? What do you need that fear for? There's actually no reason to be scared. It only just ruins your day. God placed the best things in life on the other side of terror. On the other side of your maximum fear are all of the best things in life.
Ja, für mich immer wieder
Recording
Gänsehaut.
stopped. Recording in progress.
Immer wieder Gänsehautfeeling, wenn ich diesen Video sehe. Und genau so ist es. Und ich habe
Yes, this video always gives me shivers. This video has such an effect on me every time. And I've also jumped out of an airplane with a parachute, and the feeling is exactly the same as Will Smith described. Now I have to just shortly wait for the presentation to come back. But if you think about what older people regret in the end of their life, and what they regret is not what they did, but what they didn't do. And this opportunity is unique, and it's one of its kind. So I encourage you to contact your host, someone who invited you to participate tonight, and as soon as you can to to contact them to find out more and to start realizing your potential. Now I'm passing the word back to Claudia. Yes, so we are now at the end. Thank you very much for participating. I encourage you to think about this opportunity. I can tell you that I was also pretty unsure in the beginning, and I was hesitant. I was hesitant to embark on this new path, and I told myself I have nothing to lose. And of course, we have another Vision Day coming up at the same time on June 24th at 7:30 p.m. This is our next Vision Day. just think about another person. Think about someone. Think of someone who you would like to share this opportunity with. Think about someone who you would like to invite to the next Vision Day. So now remember to speak to the person who invited you here tonight. Bombard them with questions, ask them questions, be curious, and we thank you for being here with us tonight. And I hope that you learned something very important for you. And if you didn't have enough, if you didn't get enough, a big enough charge of motivation, please stick around for a short video, and have a nice evening, and see you next time.